if I die today. I'ma go and get some money if I die today. I'ma go and get some money if I die today. If I die today.
Cold flows for a cold mind, see a new world, but I'm so blind. Kick rocks when your time's up, better start digging like a coal mine. Cold heart, seen cold times, it's a bold move, but the sunshine raise up when you...
Good morning and happy new year, VeChain family. It's your boy Boomin coming at you with yet another video, guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell so you never miss a Boomin update. Hope you guys are having an amazing new year. It's going to be a year of surprises, a year of ups, and a year of downs. But we are going to be here documenting it every step of the way. Let's get right into the show, guys. So we got a cool article here by Sunny Liu. Year-end musings standing at the dawn of Web 3. Let's take a look at what the CEO of VeChain has to say. As the sun sets over the Italian skies, those traversing the bridges between Rome and the Vatican may be treated to a sight beyond compare. High above the ancient towers of the cityscape, huge flocks of birds take flight, numbering in the thousands. I've been fortunate enough to watch them swirling and dancing up there, a tapestry in motion. Swift, unpredictable, utterly beautiful. These birds, since I've learned, are starlings, and the flock they form is called a Murmuration. Interesting. The decentralized order within these formations strike me. A murmuration is a sight to behold. It demands contemplation. It is a wonder that speaks to the very essence of what it means to be alive, and one of the many examples of nature's majesty. In this organized chaos, I find analogs. A murmuration is made up of hundreds of nodes, each comprising 7 birds. Despite the complexity of the mass, each bird only needs to watch and react to their 6 nearest neighbors. There's no leader, there's no central authority, yet the flock functions as a whole. I watch these decentralized organisms and feel a kinship. Should a predator appear, the attack node breaks off and distracts the attacker while the larger group continues on its tumbling trajectory. Flight pattern unperturbed. To the untrained eye, the event seems random, but in reality, these birds build a cohesive frame, a living mosaic, made even more impressive by the lack of a central guiding hand. As I watch this living mass pirouette in the sky, my thoughts turn to Web 3.0. That's very interesting. So he's comparing birds in flight to blockchain, decentralization, no formal leader. If something tries to get attacked, it self-corrects itself. It's self-fixing, and it continues down the path that it was originally intended to go. Web 3, like the Murmuration, remains somewhat undefined grouping of topics. Some consider the concept too ephemeral and broad, lacking form. Others believe the notion to be an innate truth, to understand implicitly. Wow, I swear I went to reading class, guys. Waiting to be recognized by the masses. Whether your stance, for now, remains novel, but it will undeniably powerful movement in waiting. Web 3 is a smorgasbord of concepts. Decentralized information and power structures enhance trust, truth, and transparency. Greater autonomy, the foundations of a new industrial era, and more. Web 3 is a paradigm shift, reconstructing the foundations of the internet itself and offering new philosophical blueprint for technologies, businesses, and society. It is an evolutionary leap in terms of technology and thought process, yet highly logical in its progression. The Declaration of Internet Rights was founded on the notion of liberty, equality, dignity, uniqueness at the individual level. However, the current internet has deviated significantly from that vision. Web 3 returns to this vision, empowering citizens through data and information, embracing the idealized version of the internet's roots. The evolution of the web could be broadly defined by technological epochs. In the so-called Web 1.0, the internet served the purpose of a town square announcement board. Participants were passive recipients of information, connected to messages with the primary action of reading and receiving information. In Web 1.0, connection is priority and users are passive. In Web 2.0, the internet became a shared workspace, and here, participatory interaction and creation became the main feature. In this phase, we bore witness to the rise of jargon such as user-generated content, watched as dominant internet era players were born, such as Google and Amazon. The mass adoption of mobile computing tech in the early 2010s accelerated new waves of mass adoption to give rise to even faster rates of development and adoption, allowing users to connect anywhere. Here we give rise to the notion of Internet of Things, always online, interconnected, allowing far greater coordination and information that painted a greater picture than that was possible on the individual level. In Web 2, mobility is a priority and users are interactive, connecting people and entities in the name of co-creation. To date, a lot of good has come from the internet, but not without mistakes. We have modeled the internet on hierarchical systems that have governed society since the birth of agrarianism, top-down, centralized, and overly reliant on power structures and arbiters of truth. Inevitably, this approach manifests inequality and inefficiency. Greed and bad faith practices have contributed to the conditions we see today, yet, viewing it from a broader context, this passage was necessary. Sometimes we must stumble before we learn to walk. In the case of the internet, find the values we hold most dear as a society: truth, transparency, and trust. I'm going to pause here. This is what I love about crypto, guys. Okay? There's no gatekeeping in crypto. Okay, anybody can use the VeChain blockchain. Anybody can use the Cardano blockchain. Anyone can buy Bitcoin. Anyone can build on Ethereum. Okay, it doesn't matter where you are, who you are. If you're, a farmer in Africa, if you're a refugee in Afghanistan, it does not matter. As long as you have an internet connection, you can participate in this new global ecosystem. And everything, if the blockchain is done correctly, should facilitate truth, transparency, and trust. This is why we're here. And if we are to accomplish this, then if we are to create something and to build something that has this much impact on the world, financial gain is all but inevitable. Okay? For example, Amazon did not create, Jeff Bezos did not create Amazon to get rich. Well, I'm sure he did in the back of his mind. He created Amazon to serve as many people as he possibly could in the beginning. And through serving those people, through providing them a service that they wanted and needed, and that was accessible, he now became the richest man in the world, or one of the richest men in the world. If we can change the world on a global scale and make things more accessible, sustainable, and break down these barriers of the financial ecosystem, then financial gain, is all but inevitable. Technology is finally becoming powerful enough to break down these long-standing power structures and deliver new trends towards the empowerment of the many. With the exponential growth in volume and web data, 2.5 quintillion bytes per day in 2022, for example, an overhaul of its architecture was inevitable. Blockchains become inevitable. If it wasn't for Satoshi Nakamoto, who conceived Bitcoin and blockchain technology, surely someone else would have recognized the same need for this revolution in data management. With blockchain technology destined to become a core facet of the internet's infrastructure, it naturally paves the way for 3.0. Thus, the internet will become irrevocably associated with the features of distributed ledger technology, namely transparency, security, and immutable ownership of data of things, something I like to phrase as the shared collective unity of resources. In this new epoch, data generated by human behavior becomes the ultimate shared resource and one of our most valuable actionable assets. Informational transcendence. Participants in this new web iteration will, much like the previous ones, will continue to evolve and at the same time define it. This new generation of users, whether born to it or converting old timers like I am, will become the owners of the new web. We can confidentially say so because we utilize it to make individual impacts collectively. Instead of simply being users, we participate and become partners, holding accountability for each other. Of course, that would be naive to assert that everyone will take on equal responsibility or reap equal rewards. Attaining fairness and egalitarianism is much more complicated than producing algorithmic derived averages. But fortunately, blockchain and the various tools born from it will aid us in the pursuit of this vision, described accordingly. Now, before we go into this, guys, attaining fairness and egalitarianism, when it comes to crypto, I don't really think it's the goal. What my opinion of the goal is, and why crypto is so powerful, is the equality of opportunity, guys, not the equality of results. We don't want equality of results. We want equality of opportunity. And like I said earlier, the main importance is that everyone has access. Okay? It doesn't matter if you're whatever nationality you are, it doesn't matter whatever your sexual orientation is. If you have access to an internet connection and you have the know-how, you could participate in this crypto ecosystem. That is equality of opportunity. Now, does that mean that every single person in crypto is going to get rich? Absolutely not. Okay, some people are better than others. Some people trade better than others. Some people know how to do leverage trading. Some people have higher risk tolerance. But it's the equality of opportunity, not the equality of results. That is the most important bedrock of crypto, in my humble opinion. Okay. A common consensus reached by and adopted by willing individuals who share the same passions and goals, tokens as incentives to coordinate motivation and aptitude, decentralized autonomous organizations. Gotta take a sip of tea here. To enable collaborations between organizations effectively, allowing all voices to be heard and voted on without being stifled by a lack of transparency. NFTs will become digital identities for people and things, serving as the function accumulating data and embodying the accumulating value. Vastly enhanced capabilities born from the combination of blockchain technologies such as IoT, artificial intelligence, machine learning, etc. Summarily, we can say that Web3 is a physical and digital ecosystem powered by blockchain technologies and the action of people collectively achieving consented goals. People in Web3 are active stakeholders whose mission should be treated equally in the spirit of collaboration by all players, be they platform, cooperation, association, individual, or even government body. The priority of Web3 is the focus on identifying common consensus and collaboratively executing protocols. And I think this is the final, this is the final little blurb here, guys. Thank you for bearing with me on this. Slow, steady, then all at once. The transformation of an idea is much like the growth of a child, gradual and constant. We can easily overlook tiny changes on the journey, but then one day we see them and totally gasp, when did you get so tall? Slowly, quietly, then all of a sudden. This is the nature of progress. After reading my musings, I'm excited to share that VeChain has been building towards something truly groundbreaking. Over the past few years, we're almost ready to unveil the fruits of our labor. We've always been focused on the future, which is true, and we continue marching towards a blockchain-powered reality. Our high-profile announcement, coming in the next few months, has the potential to solidify and positively shape our Web3 industry by offering something tangible to rally around. 2022 was undoubtedly a tough year for the space, besmirched by many a scandal, but we are bucking that trend by taking revolutionary applications of technology mainstream. We want everyone to be a part of this new digital future, to prosper, grow, and benefit together. This is a rare opportunity to be a part of something truly special, to be a part of VeChain's blockchain-powered revolution. We call on our many committed members, builders, and organizers to join us on this exciting journey and to play our own role as equal actors in this Web3 future. Let's make it happen together. Let's be proud of this incredible team and finally start the future. That was an amazing article. Shout out to Sunny Lou, our steadfast leader. This man doesn't break. He doesn't fold. Okay? He just continues to move forward. And that's the sign of a good leader there. So shout out to Sunny Lou. And then finally, guys, we got non-fungible news here. Let 2023 be the year you put it out there. VeChain needs devs, degens, YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagrammers, artists, collectors, and space hosts. We need all that. So start off your 2023, build something, and we're all going to make it, guys. 487 days left to the next Bitcoin block halving, and taking a look at the markets here. Nothing much to shake a stick at. A couple of coins are down. I assume people have sold a little bit for tax loss harvesting purposes, but you know, nothing too crazy. Let's see. VTHO token is up. I don't know what the heck that is. Solana continues to dump. Zen Crypto, Aptos continues to go down. So, you know, there's some deals here that you could probably pick up some cryptos on, you know. But that's all I have for you today, guys. Don't let your memes be dreams. Have a happy new year, guys. I love y'all so much. And I will talk to you soon with the Cardano updates. Have an amazing day, guys. Goodbye. Thank you so much, VeChain and Cardano Army, for your amazing Patreon support, guys. I'd like to give a shout out to Maryland for Crypto, Anthony Andrews, Faruz Din, Kyle Bachi, CryptoSVT.si, Angeltopia, DNC Vale, Leon Jackson II, Kragan, All Flare LLC, Lucky Sunshine Token, and VET Docky. I hope you enjoyed the show, guys, and I'll be back with another video soon.